Welcome to Stuck in Vermont, brought to you by 7 Days. My name's Ava Solberger. Today we are here in Putney at the Bob Burch Studio, and we're going to get a preview of the 41st annual Putney Craft Tour.
We speak of what we do, our crafts, as occupations, but in reality it's more of a lifestyle. When she says it permeates your life, it's really true. You know, my shop is 20 feet away, so I'm out there all the time.
Today we are going to meet the Burches. They are 3 of the 22 artists on this craft tour.
Now I'm going to start with the propane.
There's Ryan, my son, and Kate, my daughter. She does glass and he does ceramics.
So my work right now is all functional. There's something that's really valuable about knowing where the objects that you use and drink out of and eat off of, knowing where they come from.
Well, I grew up around glass, but I always really liked small, tiny, precious things.
And then Thanksgiving weekend, you have this wonderful Putney Craft Tour, which is such an opportunity to come into people's homes and working studios.
There's cheese makers, wine makers, 3 or 4 painters, 3 ceramicists, a weaver, woodworkers.
You get to interact with the craftsmen, watch how things are made. You get an opportunity to shop.
People open up their shops so you can come in, and a lot of them do demonstrations so you can actually see what's being made.
And not only getting introduced to the work that we make, but also getting introduced to the life that we live and where we live. There's something special about having the people come to you.
But this is the once a year that I open my studio. If you like my work, if you want to come see me making beads and making jewelry, now's the time.
So this is made by Caitlin.
Absolutely. I'm an ambassador for Caitlin.
And did you say you trade cheese for jewelry sometimes?
I try to.
My son's favorite cheese is the Cornerstone. And he says, oh, this is Rachel's cheese. This is our friend Rachel.
The craft tour is amazing. It's the only time that we actually open up our creamery to the public. It's an opportunity for folks to come in, talk to us, and taste all of the cheeses.
You get to meet the person that made your cheese.
So there are 3 beads. Those will then get matched for earrings.
It's a gift-giving season, and it adds a whole nother layer to a gift. It has more meaning.
The commercialized, commodity-driven world that we live in, that's something that's super rare.
They're looking for that kind of warmth and comfort and connection. And that's what we do. We connect here.
Everyone who walks into our home is always like amazed by it.
This teapot was made by the father. This teapot was made by the son 40 years later.
I was a potter for about 5 or 6 years before I got into glass. Glass stole my heart.
2 teapots were made 40-something years apart.
There's a lot of similarities between the 2 teapots. His is a little neater and cleaner than mine, but
Having the opportunity to do something for work that I really love.
well, I've tried to kind of instill in them that it's a blessing to love what you do. My knees have gotten sore as I get older, and when I get in front of the furnace and I'm actually moving around blowing glass, my knees don't hurt. It's a dance. You're dancing with the glass, as simple as that. And when you do a bowl, a lot of times you'll use centrifugal force to spin it out. And this bowl was hot, molten, glowing, flowing, and it was moving like a manta ray underwater. It was dancing. I'm not sure whether I chose glass or glass chose me, but I've done something I love for a long time. It's really a full weekend where a lot is going on in town, and it's a wonderful time to get to know a lot of people and the area.
There's a great sense of community. There's a great sense of sharing.
My son brings his work, so we set up a whole display of his work. I'm in the shop next door demonstrating glass blowing. My daughter's, down the road 2 miles. Yeah, so it's a fun time. Come and have some hot apple cider and some cookies.
If you come to the Putney Craft Tour, you can also sample some cheese. This is a Parish Hill Creamery Cornerstone. November 29th through December 1st here in Putney, the 41st annual Putney Craft Tour. And we will get stuck in Vermont with you again real soon. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Sign up for our weekly email alert. And now I get to drive home and eat lots of cheese. Thank you, Rachel, cheese magician. Putney has a lot of makers and crafters, and that's...
Can't throw a rock without hitting one. They're everywhere.
I've never been on the tour, and I'm really sad about that. I really want to go to people's studios during that time, but in 40 years I've never been able to do that. So